What's good, YouTube? It's Milton Chavis tapping in with you guys. I'm here today with my brother, my dog, Julian Gamble, professional overseas basketball player, man. We're here to check out his collection, man, see what he got going on. He's a sneaker collector, just like a lot of guys that I know that play basketball at a high level. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Ju. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell them a little bit about yourself, man.
Like you said, they call me Jules. I'm Julian Gamble from Raleigh, Durham. That's a big argument around that. As we know, they don't know where I'm from. I'm from the Triangle, though.
Right.
But I'm a native. Went to University of Miami. Graduated 2013. You know, everybody knows us for the championship run and, you know, taking over the United States at one point.
Thanks.
Up to number 2 in the country, getting to the Sweet 16. Been playing overseas for 7 years now. France, Germany, Belgium, China, now in Italy. So I've been a little bit everywhere, man. I mean, my sneaker collection has definitely traveled with me, and I want to give y'all a little insight of what I got going on.
Hey, man, let's check out what we got on our feet, man. What you got on your feet? You always got something crazy on.
Man, these joints is like, I was going to training camp 2 years ago, and they say you need to buy some running shoes, and I'm in Germany, so I just went over to this little Nike outlet and bought these joints for like 60.
Oh, them tough.
So they like some, actually from the Berlin Marathon. I have no idea when they released, but they was nice. I like the colors. I like colors like that, and I just had to go and get those. So, you know, I actually just pulled these out for the first time today in a couple of years.
Facts. Those joints are tough, man. Yeah. And I know they're comfortable too. But
for
sure. Me, you already know, man, I got some Jordan 10.
Yes, sir.
Cherry, but I call them the Red Steels, man. This is my first time wearing them. They dropped back in 05, man. So I'm just hoping today they don't crumble on me. But yeah, man, these joints are dope. It's my first time wearing them. I had to for my first sneaker talk. But yeah, we're gonna jump right into the interview, man. How many sneakers do you think you have, bro?
Well, today was the first time that I've ever pulled out my entire collection to really be able to sit and see it, majority of it. Just here in the garage, I have 71. I think I have another, just kind of like between casual shoes and like some Chucks and some Vans, stuff like that, probably another like 15.
That's tough.
Over in Italy, I probably got another 10. So, I mean, you talk about 90 to 100 pair.
Sheesh, you got me beat. For me, I just really started like collecting mine.
Yeah.
But I've always been interested in shoes, but they came and they went, and I sold them and I traded them and I hooped in them, et cetera, et cetera. But now I probably have like 40 right now that I built up over the last 2 years. So I'm definitely trying to keep it moving and keep it going. This quarantine has definitely helped me to lock in with that a little bit more and kind of invest in that a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, what was your favorite shoe to play in? What is your favorite shoe to play in and why?
So my favorite shoe to play in, coincidentally, not planned, is the 10s. You got them all. I have, this year I was playing in Italy. I played in 4 different pair of 10s. The fire red 10s, all red joints. The I'm back, the all white with the black. The Venom 10s with the the little green accent on the bottom.
Yep.
And the Paris 10s. The Paris 10s, out of all of the 10s, were my favorite. As I continue to get older, like I stopped really holding on to them. I'm about to start using my stock. So, being overseas and being a basketball player, shoes are a part of your job.
Exactly.
So why buy new shoes when I have them?
That's true.
But you know how people kind of really cherish their Jordans.
Yeah.
And I really like all of my shoes. I mean, like I said, looking at them all today, it's like, wow, this is an amazing collection. But,
yeah, for sure.
I ain't buying to look at them. I bought them to wear them.
Exactly. I wear my shoes, bro. I bought these during quarantine. That's the only reason why I didn't wear them. Or I haven't worn them yet. So I was like, man, as soon as I get a chance, they going on my feet. But next question, man. What is life as an overseas basketball player like?
Oh man, it's a lot of ups and downs. I mean, overall, it's an amazing experience. I've been able to experience a lot of different cultures and go a lot of places that I never dreamed of going. I always wanted to play professional basketball. Every kid's dream that is a basketball player is to play in the NBA. Once I did go pro, I found my niche overseas, being around the European game and really kind of mastering my position to a degree.
For sure.
Trying to be one of the best, if not the best, guy in my position in all of Europe.
For sure.
I've been able to have some success. So, I mean, it's just getting used to the cultures.
Yeah.
You talk about going from 1 year being in France and then being in Belgium and then potentially being in China.
is way different, man.
Absolutely. I mean, it's night and day. Like
Yeah.
a lot of things that we know and we experience and we live as comforts isn't necessarily something that is the norm overseas.
Right.
I'll give you an easy example. Air conditioning. It's not a norm
man.
overseas. I didn't know this until I got there. And when I got there, I was like, man, come on, y'all got to move me to a new apartment because my AC don't work. It's like,
Right.
what's that? It's like, come on, bro.
That's crazy.
So that's just one of the many things that you have to learn along the line. You have to learn the game, learn the culture, you know, really kind of put yourself in it because people will start to help you then.
Yeah.
You know, it's normal. People see you making an effort, they'll make an effort in return. So
For sure.
overseas has been great to me for sure.
That's what's up, bro. What were your thoughts on the Last Dance documentary?
Amazing. So I haven't watched the last 2 episodes yet because we were watching them, you know, late at night, Sunday night, 9 to 11, even to the point where my oldest son, Jay, was staying up with us. I mean, he got to get some of this history, man.
For sure.
This
For
dude he's the greatest.
Yeah.
I think this is a prime example of just kind of showing his savagery to a degree. And
He was
his
a straight
thirst.
savage, though.
Like, this dude want to win at all costs. He didn't care who was in the way or what was going on. He like, look, either you coming with me or I'm gonna walk over you
Right.
to get to where I'm going, whether
Right.
you're my teammate or not.
Exactly.
So I mean, I know everybody talks about the GOAT debate, whether it's MJ or Kobe or LeBron. You know, rest in peace, Kobe. He's a GOAT in his own right.
For sure.
I think the closest, mindset-wise, mentality to Jordan for sure.
Yeah.
I think LeBron will go down as the best all-around basketball player that we've ever seen.
Agreed.
But he's not the greatest of all time. It's Jordan because
Right.
he was doing all of that simultaneously.
Right.
He started this sneaker game
stuff.
for real.
Yeah, he
So
did.
I mean,
He did.
why? How could he not be the GOAT? Like, he changed the game. In my opinion, he changed it the most, getting us closer to where we are today.
And that's facts because when he was wearing his Jordan 1s, they were banned.
Yeah.
Nike was paying all the fines for him wearing those shoes, man. So he definitely had to go through some things to get where we are today, for sure.
Absolutely.
When did you first get into sneakers, and when did you start your collection?
So I first got into sneakers around maybe like 2009. You know, previous to that, like just being a guy with bigger feet and it's pretty difficult to find a lot of these things in a 15.
Yeah.
Being down in Miami and actually connecting with guys that I still stay in touch with today to open up a sneaker boutique that I'm sure everyone knows by now by the name of Soulfly.
Tough.
I give them a lot of credit for me starting my collection.
For sure.
I mean, maybe at least half of my collection came from them.
It's tough.
So, you know, just staying in touch with those guys and meeting them, and it was always great vibes. It continues to be that way to this day. Definitely, you know, gained my passion for sneakers.
For sure. And they have some dope collabs.
Absolutely.
What I will say. With
I
the
mean,
Jordan brand.
I mean, one of the guys is related to Jordan. Yeah, through marriage. Long story short, he's related to him. So, you know, obviously with your foot in that door, you're going to get some things going.
Plugged in.
Yeah, and then, you know, they just took off from there, man. I mean, I think it was like a snowball effect.
Yeah.
You know, once they got their momentum going, I mean, it's going to be an amazing time for them. I think they're going to be a big-time sneaker company for years and years to come.
I agree with you with that for sure. What is your favorite sneaker of all time? And what do you think your favorite sneaker in your collection is?
Oh, favorite of all time? I'll probably have to go with some 11s.
Okay.
I mean, that patent leather is super clean.
For sure.
I think they make all the different 11s a little bit different. Like the upper part of the 72 and 10 11s are different than the Gammas were.
Yeah, that's true.
The Legends, they released twice.
Yeah.
The first time they were a little bit more stiff than when they came out the second time. It was a little bit more loose, so it's easier to move around in. But I think, I mean, if I could put any color on any shoe, I think that would be a super versatile shoe.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I think, I mean, you got to go 1s or 3s.
Right.
In my opinion, it's the ones that you can customize and change stuff with the most.
Right. I'm torn. I'm torn between Jordan 1s, Jordan 3s, and Jordan 9s. Those are all like my favorites. I like Jordan 9 because it's such a sleeper, man, and it looks simple, but they're dope. I got a lot of pairs of 9. Why did you think sneakers and fashion have become so popular in the basketball world?
I just think it's guys showing their individuality, their creativity. I just talked to to one of my boys that I went to high school with the other day, and he was showing me a Supreme hoodie, and I'm like, yeah, that joint go with everything. He was like, yeah, I mean, today that really is what it is. I think now, especially when you talk about the guys that they talk about as being the top of the fashion, the PJ Tucker, you know, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Bron, like all the stuff that they do, it's a statement of their individuality and their confidence. I mean, for me, I think Russell Westbrook is the top in that because he wears stuff for him. Yeah. And he is making the fashion, but he's not worried about what anybody else thinks. Yeah. I mean,
that's what makes it dope.
That's got to be the dude, the biggest dude in NBA history of not caring what anybody else thinks on or off the court.
That's the truth.
But that plays so great for the chip that he plays with on his shoulder. His confidence is like, I'm going to do me.
Last question, man. Well, last question for now. If you had a chance to collab with Jordan Brand on a retro Jordan sneaker, what silhouette or retro Jordan number would you choose and why? And what would your sneaker look like?
That's tough. So we're going to go back to what I was saying before. I think I would go with the 10s.
Ooh.
10s are just for comfort. Comfort alone is cool.
Yep.
But, I mean, when you think about all of the different colors that you can put on a 10, I think I would, you know, have different color laces, different color, you know.
Yeah, even with the little eyelets, what the gray
the little eyelets is, like different color sole, a different color, you know, midsole.
Yep.
And for me, it will represent some of the places that I've been.
Ooh,
so you know, I gotta have some Miami colors on there.
Right.
You know, a couple of colors from the flags of the countries that I played in, maybe even the teams. Like,
them would be crazy.
They would be bright for sure. Yeah. You're gonna see these. Like,
no
I ain't gonna put all black on a shoe.
No doubt.
So I think it'll be the 10s, and you know, I would definitely come up with something creative, with just kind of explaining a little bit of my journey through the shoe.
Bet, man. We about to walk around. Let's go through some of these kicks. Point out a couple that, you know, have some significant value to you, or you have a story to tell about them, or something you remember about the shoe, man. So let's go ahead and tap into that.
Bet.
You can go ahead and choose about give me five. Give me five.
Ooh, that's super tough. Let me see. So I'll go with them 10s right there. The gray Londons. So that's when, you know, Jordan was coming out with that, them joints right there. When Jordan was coming out with kind of them city packs. And that's what kind of makes me like, man, I wish I would have kept them Paris joints in really good condition. Yeah. But, you know, once I got to the point where I like, man, I'm about to play in my shoes. Yeah. Like, these were going to end up in Italy had the coronavirus not stopped our season. Right. But again, man, I mean, 10s is like one of my absolute favorite shoes. For sure. Most comfortable, easy. I think another really, really good one is these Olympic 7s. Woo! You know, I gotta pick this one up. Yeah, you know what Jordan did in that. And joints. For me, it has a little extra significance because my early years overseas, my number was number 9. Oh yeah, I remember that. I was 45 in college. When I first went to France, I learned on arrival basically that this particular team in France only did numbers 4 through 15. Ooh. So they were like, "What number do you want?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't really know." Well, easy math. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9. Yeah. So for the first, let me see. For 3 out of the first 5 years of my career, I wore number 9. While I was in Belgium, I wore 25 because 9 wasn't available. And then, you know, after that, even when I was in France, the second time, I also wore number 9. I wanted to go back to it. But then now, you know, I'm getting back to my roots, being able to wear 45 again. For sure. It feels good, man. Definitely That's crazy. Feels like home.
Both of those numbers, Jordan wore 45 and 9, man. Right. What you got going on, man?
Man, so, and that's crazy that even the 45 story, when they was talking about when he came back in the playoffs against the Magic. Right. Man, I was so salty when he was like, man, 45 ain't 23. I was like, come on, bro. They about to make me tell you my number, man.
Right, bro. Right.
I think you gotta go with these.
Last shots. Yeah. Especially since the documentary.
I mean, since the documentary, but even before, like, you talk about a black shoe with like some red accents. The 14s are also super comfortable.
Yeah, they are.
I can't even tell you what year these came out, but
I don't remember. I know they first released in 97 or 98, 1 or 2.
Yeah, so it had to be that. I'm not sure when that second release came, but it had to be, you know, around that time when they came out the second time, and I just had them on ice, bro. I mean, I probably wore them maybe 1 or 2 times. Yeah. But it's even now like a shoe that you can just throw on. You're not really gonna mess it up with creasing it in the front too much, so it's pretty durable, you know, especially for the style. Right.
What's that, number 3?
Yeah, that's 3. I gotta go with some 3s.
Okay.
But see, I don't want to just stay with that. I'll go with the True Blues.
Ooh.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, even you can see them joints is old. The back starting to yellow a little bit. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
I like when shoes are worn. I like they give them a whole different feel, give them a whole different look. Like,
yeah, because
that's why I like to wear my joints.
It's not just like, you know, the shoe just been sitting there.
Right.
Like, it got some personality to it. Like,
right.
oh, these been around. You know,
exactly.
I like the. Obviously, if you want to restore the sole, there's plenty of products that you can do it with now.
Exactly.
But, you know, it just shows, like, man, how long you had them? Man, I had these for about 10, 15 years.
Right.
Like, I'm going to keep these until, I don't know.
They start falling apart.
Yeah, for real.
Usually that's what happens.
And then at that point.
That's why you got to wear them. Because they going to fall apart whether you wear them or you don't.
Absolutely.
You get lucky. Like, I got lucky with these.
So then, is
number
that
5.
Number 5. Number 5.
Where we at?
So I'm going to hit you with the 2 for 1.
Okay.
Number 5, I'm gonna go with these joints. This is the Miami Spizikes, the Soulfly 2nd anniversary edition. So you can see, you know, even got the Soulfly on the inside. They got it on the back right there.
Tough.
And these were gifted to me by Chino and Danny previous to our 2012-2013 season.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them, like, look, I'm gonna play in these because I want these joints to go crazy. People gotta see these.
Right.
And I have pictures of, like, even in the NCAA tournament, the game that we won to go to the Sweet 16, that I had these joints on, and the internet was going crazy, bro. I mean, it was around the time where, like, people really started wearing shoes in the game.
Right.
So, and this is everybody. Like, now the sneaker game in college is crazy.
Yeah.
So I think that 2012-2013 Miami team is one of the first teams that started that with the sneaker game for sure.
For sure.
But I mean, these joints were just exclusive. Like, I haven't seen anybody else with them.
Me either.
They only made 75 pair.
I never seen them before.
So I mean, these joints is cold. Like, obviously I wore them, but I'm definitely gonna get these restored, and this is something I gotta keep for sure.
Facts.
So with the Soulfly, my newest edition, I'm gonna go with these joints. This is the 10th anniversary of the Soulfly. Got the logo on the back. These, man.
Look at the tone, bro. It just lets you know what's going on. 10 years in the game.
Right.
That's crazy. 2010 to 2020. That's dope.
And then even on the bottom, man, you know what? I don't know what that says under there yet, but it's something on there.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But
I was looking at that earlier.
Even the fact that it comes with 3 different laces,
right.
I'm definitely gonna do one and one.
Ooh.
I gotta take these tan joints out just to give the shoe a little bit more pop. So I'll probably put white in one and teal in the other one.
Tough.
But honestly, I don't even know when these gonna hit the floor, dog.
Right, that's what I was about to ask you. You gonna wear them? I wouldn't wear them
ain't
for a while.
Ain't nothing like that new shoe smell,
right.
bro. I wish I could put that in the cologne.
Right.
Come on, man. I ain't even trying to do it on purpose. Cause I'm the king of this joint.
Right.
I call my collection one of the most exclusive ones just because of the size.
That's what I was about to say, bro.
Like, coming across all these joints in the size 15.
These two.
Yeah. And see, these all blue. My blue suede 12s.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
Like, I'm just looking around on GOAT yesterday, and these joints in the size 15 going for $350. So
all my shoes went up in value, bro. I got like some. I got some heat now though. I ain't even cap, but I got some.
I mean, I even looked at those, like those 10s, and like a size 12, size 13. Them joints going for like $700.
So I already know what time it is.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because when I looked on there, they honestly had all the sizes. So I don't know how. On GOAT.
So people. And that's a wrap for today's first episode of Sneaker Talk with my brother Julian Gamble. I gotta say thank you for being the first professional basketball player to believe in my basketball training company, as well as being my first ever guest on Sneaker Talk, man. I really appreciate your support.
You already know what
time it is. Love for life, bro.
Yes, sir.